Hello dear students, myself Dr. Shipra Sinha, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Kalyan Postgraduate College, Bhilai, Chhattisgarh. Today we are going to know how the histological slides are prepared through microtome, and it is useful for the practical use of MSc Zoology students second semester. Before knowing about the preparation and the histological making of the slide, let us know about something about the instrument, that is microtome. Microtomes are precision instruments used to cut uniformly extremely thin sections of tissue supported in its embedded medium. Microtomes are made up of either steel or glass or diamond blades, depending upon the specimens being sliced and the desired thickness of the sections being cut. It is derived from the Greek word mikros, means small, and temin means to cut. Microtomy means by which the tissue can be sectioned and attached to a surface for the further microscopic examination. Thickness of the section is predetermined, distance previously set. History. Before the discovery of microtomy, the sections were cut free-handed. Either it is fresh or fixed material using a sharp razor. The sections produced with practice is to be quite thin and translucent. Types of microtomes. There are basically 6 types of microtomes. They are named according to their mechanism. First is rocking microtome, rotatory microtome, base ledge microtome, sliding microtome, freezing microtome, and laser microtome. Let us know a brief idea about each microtome. First is rocking microtome. As the name derived from the rocking action of the cross arm. It is very oldest microtome and very cheap and simple to use. It is extremely reliable, very minimum maintenance, steady backward and forward movement of the handle gives ribbons of good sections. One major disadvantage is to limit the size of block which can be cut, and because of the lightness of the frame, the microtome has a tendency to move during cutting. It is replaced by a rotatory microtome. Rocking microtome is commonly used in most of the labs, and also rotatory microtome. These two microtomes are commonly used in labs because it is very simple to use and very cheap. The microtome operation is based upon the rotatory action of the handle wheel, activating the advancement of a block towards a rigidity high knife. The block moves up and down in a vertical plane in relation to the knife and therefore cuts a flat sections. Rotatory microtome suitable for cutting paraffin wax embedded material in a continuous ribbon form. The rotatory microtome can also be found in most cryostat for cutting the frozen section. Next is base ledge microtome. These are designed for cutting large blocks of paraffin and resin embedded material, including whole organs for light microscope. Major advantage when sectioning large blocks or hard blocks. Can also be used to cut materials from various industrial applications, wood, plastic, textile, fibers, etc. It is heavy, stable, not subjected to vibration. Paraffin wax embedded sections are more easily cut from this microtome. Next is sliding microtome. designed for cutting celluloid embedded tissue blocks. The knife or blade is stationary specimen, slides under its sectioning, also used for paraffin wax embedded sections. Freezing microtome. This form of microtome is used for cutting thin, semi-thin sections of fresh or frozen material or frozen tissues. The freezing microtome is equipped with stage upon which the tissue can be quickly frozen using either liquid carbon dioxide from the cylinder. The frozen sections were originally produced for histological techniques but were later used to demonstrate soluble substances and the diagnosis. Next is laser microtome. This is most advanced microtome which is used. It is contact-free slicing. Prior preparation of sample is not required. Can also be used for very hard materials such as bones or teeth, or well as some ceramics, etc. Thickness is 10 to 100 μm. Now, coming to the parts of the rotatory microtome, this is the most commonly used microtome, as I have earlier said, which is used in most of the labs in Chhattisgarh. So here we can see each one of these. This is the block holder, where we can hold the block of tissue embedded sections. This is the block. Paraffin embedded sections are placed here. This is knife through which the sections were cut serially. Knife adjustment clamp. We can adjust the knife and fix the material with the help of this adjustment clamp. This is the tilt adjustment. We can tilt it in any direction we want. This is the block adjustment clamp. If we want to fix the block in a particular direction or a particular type, then we can adjust with the help of adjustment clamp. This is micro adjuster. Micro adjuster is used to adjust the clamp. This is the operating handle where we are rotating in a clockwise direction. And this is the drive wheel, in which the wheel is rotated in one direction. So, coming to the parts of the rotatory microtome, first we should know about the block holder. Here the block holder is there, where we can fix the block in which the tissue is embedded. The block adjustment clamp, it holds the tissue embedded in paraffin block in a place. The block moves up and down with each revolution while the block is in the stationary position. The block holder has a knob. Here we can see the two knobs are present that allow the user to manipulate the block in different direction to bring the tissue in alignment with blades. Next is the microtome knife. This is one of the important instrument or important thing in the microtome, and it plays a very important role in making a good sections. They are of many types, size, materials, etc. They are made up of metal, standard metal, or non-metal like glass and diamond. They cope with different degrees of hardness of tissue embedded. Disposable blade holders incorporated into the microtome or in adapter. Next, how these knives are sharpened for getting the good sections. So there are two methods. One is the manual method and second is the automatic method of sharpening the knife. In the manual method, there is honing, that is the hand sharpening easily available, which is very cheap, and surface roughened to enable the particles to adhere. Horner is placed on a bench or a non-skid surface or to prevent the moving during honing. Small quantity of oil or soap water is applied to the horner and smeared over the surface. The sheath is lined on the horn with cutting edge facing away from the operator. It is easily cleaned and very easy to use. Next is stropping technique. This process of polishing an already sharpened edge. Strops should be kept free from the grit and dust, because if any dust is present here, then it will affect our tissue which is embedded in the wax. Next is the automatic knife sharpener, which is also commonly used in most of the labs. The knife is held vertically with revolving sharpening wheels, grading the cutting edge. The knife held with the forefingers and thumb to facilitate easy rotation at the end of each stroke. This is the hot plate. Here we can see a hot plate in which the tissue sections are kept. For delicate tissue, a lower temperature is desired for drying so as to avoid the splitting and cracking of the sections due to excessive heat. This is the micro adjuster, which is one of the important key in microtomes. The micro settings or sections thickness can range from 1 to 60 microns on most microtomes, and it varies depending upon the microtomes. Next is brush and forceps, which is very important. It is also very important in doing the microtomy. It is used for handling of sections during cutting and the removal of folds and seizes formed into the sections during the floating out. This is a coarse handle wheel. Moves the block holder either towards the knife or away from the knife. It turns in one direction and advances the block towards the knife as the specified microns. Next is safety lock. Safety lock. Most handle wheels are equipped with the safety lock to prevent the wheel from releasing and having the block holder come down towards the blade while the block is inserted or removed. Because while the tissue is fixed or while we are sectioning the tissue, sometimes if we are not using the safety lock, it opens and the microtome starts moving. So the safety lock is equally important in each microtome to prevent the wheel from releasing. Next is the preparation of histological slides. Before that, I have told about the instruments and its use. Now coming to the preparation, how the histological slides are prepared through this microtome. Then tissue preparation. First, it is the most widely used method of studying tissue in using with the help of histological slides. We can study the each and every sections of tissue through these histological slides. To ensure that the tissue to be studied must pass through a series of steps before examination, and these steps are in a sequential order. So first step is obtaining a fresh tissue specimen. The fresh tissue specimens is taken from various sources. Whichever the tissue we want to cut serially sections or we want to study the histological slide, that tissue is taken with the help of a sharp knife or blade and scissor to collect the tissue. It is obtained a thin layer of tissue about 1 centimeter thick, or depending upon the tissue, suppose it is a liver tissue or it is a spleen. So we can take even tissue. It is not cm, it will be even a much thinner tissue we can use. Fix the specimens as soon as possible. As the fresh tissue we cut, we have to fix it in a proper fixatives. Wash the specimen with a normal saline for maximum penetration of the fixative. So next step is to wash this. We have taken the tissue and now we are going to wash it with a normal saline, so that while fixing we have it may have a maximum penetration in the. Next is the aim of fixation. Why we should fix a tissue? To prevent autolysis and bacterial attack. To fix the tissue so that they will not change their volume and shape during processing, because we have to study the histological sections, and so volume and shape of that material is very important. So fixation is done in a proper way. To prepare the tissue and leave it in a condition which allow clear staining of sections, to leave the tissue as close as their living state as possible. We should not leave the tissue for so many times. We have to fix it as soon as it is possible. And no small molecule should be lost. Fixation is a reaction between the fixative and proteins in the specimen which form a gel, so keeping everything as their in vivo. Now there are many types of fixative we are using. Commonly we are using in the lab. They are acetic acid, formaldehyde 10%, ethanol, methanol, picric acid, osmic acid, and alcohol 70%. Next step is washing. After fixing the tissue, we have to wash it properly so that the fixative may be removed. So for washing, depending upon the type of fixative we have used, for picric acid fixative, we have to wash in tap water for more than 24 hours. We have to leave it, or continuous in a tap water, we have to leave the tissue for 24 hours. For 70% alcohol, we require 7 to 9 hours or even 10 hours, depending upon the thickness of the tissue. The washing is required. Next is tissue processing. The histology is the study of tissue and how these tissue are arranged into organs. The tissues consist of cells and extracellular matrix. The small size of the cells and matrix content make the study of tissues depend on the microscope and other advances in biological techniques. Then these are the process of tissue processing. The first is after fixating and after washing, the next step is tissue processing. The first is dehydration, cleaning, infiltration, embedding, sectioning, staining, and mounting. Now coming to the dehydration. So why the dehydration is done? The dehydration is removal of water from aqueous fixed tissue. Since most of the fixatives are aqueous, this step is necessary to prepare the tissue for embedding in non-aqueous medium like paraffin. In this step, the alcohol penetrates into the tissue quickly and water is replaced by alcohol. The alcohol is the most commonly used for dehydration. The water is replaced by alcohol. Delicate specimens are dehydrated in graded of ethanol and water series. Different stages of alcohol are used for depend upon the in different time periods. It depends upon the type of tissue and the thickness of tissue we have taken. 30% ranging between the 30%, 50%, 70%, ranging between 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending upon the type of tissue. In 90%, we have to keep for 1 hour. 100%, either in 30 minutes or 1 hour, we have there are 2 times. We have to change in 100% for 2 times before proceeding to the cleaning stage. Then types of dehydrating agents. They are ethanol, methanol or acetone. Tissues may be held and stored indefinitely in 70% alcohol without any harm. This is the dehydration of tissue. The tissue was kept in 30% alcohol for even for 30 minutes. If the tissue is very delicate, we have to keep it for 30 minutes, even to 2 hours or 3 hours if the tissue is hard. Then it goes to 50%, 70% alcohol, then 90%. Duration is same between 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending upon the thickness of tissue. Then 100% alcohol, there is 2 change in 100% alcohol. Then xylene for clearing the tissue. We are going to discuss more detail in our next slides. Then W1 wax, W2 wax and W3 wax. W3 and W4 are pure wax. Then block preparation, block trimming, block fixing to microtome holder, block cutting by microtome blade and make paraffin sections, put on hot plate and fix tissue on slide. Next is the tissue processing. Tissue processing, the first step is cleaning. Removal of dehydrating agent. While we are dehydrated, it is cleaned. Replacing the dehydrating fluid with the fluid that is totally miscible with both the dehydrating fluid and embedded medium. Choice of cleaning agent depends upon many factors. Cleaning agents miscible with both embedded medium and dehydrating agent. The xylene is most commonly used cleaning things, which is used in the lab, in most of the labs. Even I too use xylene for clearing the tissue. Depending upon the tissue, either we have to keep in xylene for 30 minutes or to 1 hour. If we are keeping for more than 1 hour or unless the tissue become transparent, we have to keep in xylene. And if we are keeping for more hours, then sometimes the tissue become hard. So we have to take care while keeping in xylene. Next is the type of cleaning agents. That is xylene, toluene, chloroform, benzene and propylene oxide. Next, tissue processing is the wax infiltration. Is the process by which the tissues are surrounded by a medium such as wax, which when solidified will provide sufficient external support during sectioning. So we have to replace the xylene with paraffin. Improve ribboning, increases hardness, decrease melting point, improve adhesion between the specimen and wax. Now remove all the bubbles from xylene. Now this is the molds. Either it is in the, you can take in L shape or in square or rectangular, depending upon the type of tissue, or whichever the availability is there, we can use the molds. Allow the melting wax with the tissue to be solidified. Here we are solidifying the wax we have kept in all the 3 layers, W1, W2 and W3, W4. So after W4, wax 4, we have to make blocks with the help of these molds. Next is the orientation of tissue. Depending upon the sections we have to cut, either it may be of cross sections or longitudinal sections, the orientation of the tissue depend upon this. The molds. Even we can make molds in the lab with the help of paper board or the metal board lab. Even we can do it in small petri dish or based mold with ring or cascade form, whichever is easily available, the molds we can do it. Sectioning. Sectioning means the trimming the block which in which the tissue is embedded in it. Now we have to trim it before going to the microtome. So this first slide shows the untrimmed block, and here the extra wax is removed from this block and it is get trimmed. So trimming is basically we can do in these three process, either cutting straight in a rectangular form or slightly sliding form or in a triangle form. It also depends upon the type of tissue we have used. Precautions taken before section cutting. The following precautions should be taken. Fix specimens properly. Poorly fixed tissue will always provide inferior morphology, even if optimally proceeded and carefully sectioned. The processed tissue should be proper, because finally we are getting the sections, so the tissue should be properly processed. The tissue may be under processed or over processed. In both cases, the sections will get damaged. The tissue is soft and mushy or any shrinkage in the tissue, then it is impossible to section. It requires reprocessing. So we should take precautions while processing the tissue and before cutting the tissue. Then locate microtome appropriately. We can use the type of microtome which is easily available in the lab, but rotatory microtome is most easily available and it is easy to handle. Position the microtome on a stable bench away from the doorways and air drafts. Any air movement from air conditions or other causes may make a section handling very difficult. So we have to take proper care while handling the while cutting the sections. Utilize safety features properly. Use forceps or brush instead of fingers to pick the sections, or wax fragments from the blade or block face. Use handle wheel lock, which I have discussed earlier, when changing the block. Otherwise it will release easily and the block will suddenly cut out. The knife or the blade should be removed and should be properly sharpened for the microtome when the instrument is left unattended. Set blade clearly, angle optimally. So blade setting is also very important. Maximum blade life. So cutting should be properly done. Even the cellulose fibers can also cause damage to the blade. So precautions should be taken here. Orientation specimen appropriately. Suppose we are using different parts of sections in our body. Suppose intestine, the blade passes through the mucus last. Proper care should be taken. Skin, the blade passes through the epidermal last. Cervix, it is better to present a point of dense tissue to the blade rather than the straight edge. Then coming to the blocks, ensure the blocks are cold, because if it is the hot blocks, we cannot make the tissue get the sections properly and the sections get cracked. So ensure that the blocks are cold before sectioning. Sectioning is generally improved when the specimen and the wax are well matched in hardness. Cold wax provides better support for the hardened elements in a specimen, allowing thinner sections to obtain. Placing blocks in a freezer can cause surface cracking where tissue separates from the surrounding wax. Next is tissue processing. Technique of cutting. Here this is the block holder and here the block is present. Tissue embedded wax is present, and this is the stage. and here is the blade. So while running the microtome, we are getting the sections in a serial wise. Serially section is very important for histological study. Fix the block in the block holder and ensure it is secure. Feed mechanism is adjusted until the wax block is almost touching the knife. Ensure that the whole surface of the block will move parallel to the knife so that the straight ribbon should be obtained. This is important because for microtomy, for histological slides, the ribbon must be straight. Reset the thickness gauge to require the thickness of 4 to 5 mu or 2 to 3 mu depending upon the size of the thickness of the material or the tissue. The thickness is thickness depend upon this. Now this is the sections. Sections we are obtained. When the ribbon comes off, it is gently, very gently, with the fine moisture brush or forceps, it is transferred to the water bath. The section is then floated on the water bath at the temperature of 5 to 6 degree below the melting point to remove the excessive wax. Floating should expand the section to its original dimension and ensure it is completely flat. Make sure that the water is clean and free of bubbles. Then dry the slides adequately. Generally, drying temperature should not exceed 65 degrees centigrade. Excessive heat can cause droplets of water and a section to boil, and this will cause damage. Some delicate specimens will produce best results when dried at 37 degrees centigrade for longer time. Next is clean and maintain the microtome thoroughly. Do not clean over surface with alcohol or xylene, as they are not resistant to this solvent. No fluid should be entered into the instrument. Next step of tissue processing is staining. The most commonly stain we are using in the lab is hematoxylin and eosine. Hematoxylin stains acid molecules shades of blue. Eosine stains basic molecules shades of red, pink or orange. Hematoxylin and eosine stains are universally used for routine histological examination of tissue sections. Basic dyes such as heterochromatin, nucleic acid, ribosomes, cartilage. Acid dyes stain filaments, mitochondria, collagen muscle fibers. Additional dyes, many tissue components cannot be stained with the hematoxylin and eosine. So additional dyes are used. Other dyes are used for specifically stain certain tissue components like resorcin, Fischer for elastic fibers. Silver stain for reticular fibers and basement membrane with PAS, periodic acid shift reactions. This is how the staining of the slide is done in both ways, in decreasing and then increasing way. First, the material is the slide section slide is kept in xylene to remove the excessive wax. Then goes to the serial sections, 100% alcohol 2 times for 30 minutes to 2 hours depending upon the thickness of the section. Then 90% alcohol, 70% alcohol, 50% alcohol and 30% alcohol. The time series, we can first standardize the material which are used, which we are using or which we are going to use. Then after 30% water, pure tap water, then xylene, again water, then acid water, in about 50 ml of water, a drop of acid, HCl is added. Then again water, wash the acid water, then to the ammonia water, then again washing with the clean water, tap water, then 30% alcohol, 50% alcohol, 70% alcohol, again to the staining eosine, 90% alcohol, 100% to change, then xylene for clearing the sections, and then finally mounting with GPX. Fixing the section. Mounting the section is very important for the final reading of the tissue. Flattens the paraffin section, permits mounting on a slide, and we are gently using the Mayer's albumin or gelatin on the slide. Put in hot air and thoroughly air dried. And then covering with the cover slip, the slide is ready. Then after that, what are the corrections, some of the faults while doing these microtomes? They are, suppose if the knife is not proper, I have told that the sharpening of the knife is very important. If the knife is not sharpened properly, then poor processing of tissue is there. Here we can see the tissue is not seen clearly. Form block or cutting so fast, dull cutting edge, clearance, and poor quality wax. Then suppose there are folds and tears, then also tissues are not clear and we can see the foldings, and we could not able to study the properly sectioned tissues. Then bubbling, adhering to the base slides of floating bath. Here, if the floating bath we are taken, if the temperature is very high of that floating bath, then also our sections get cracked and it is unable to study properly. Next is the staining. If the staining is not proper, it either maybe it is too dark or light or inadequate agitation, then also the slide will not be prepared properly. Next is thick section. I have told that depending upon the tissues, the section in the microtome we have to adjust. Either it may be 3 mu or 2 mu or 4 mu, depending on that. If we are taking very thick sections, then the staining will be not proper and the study of the slide will not be able to do. Wrong micrometer setting or poor processing. Then damaged knife, if the knife is not properly sharpened, or disruption of tissue take place, or over expansion of floating and folds are there. These are some of the corrections we should make while these are some of the precautions we should take while doing the micro. Poor fixation. If the fixation is not done properly, then also the material or the sections will not get properly. Cover slip bubblings while mounting and while adding the cover slips, proper care should be done so that the bubble should not enter into the sections. Then block trimming too quickly. If we are block should be trimmed by seeing the sections properly. The block surface not polished by cutting some thin sections after roughing. Inappropriate section thickness used when trimming. So this precaution should be taken while doing the microtome. Bubbles adhering the base and slides, poor flotation. And thank you, dear students.